And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. It's time for Yay or Nay. First up, President Obama ending March with a bang by reducing the sentences of 22 drug offenders. USA Today reporting this was, quote, the most now, how do you pronounce that word? Commutations issued by a president in a single day since President Clinton issued 150 pardons and 40 commutations on his last day in office. The president says the people on the list were mostly nonviolent offenders who were maybe the girlfriend of the guy who actually committed the crime and got caught up in the whole mess, but have otherwise led exemplary lives. Good idea for this many. Yay or nay, Miss Jendovitz?
I'm going to say if they're, again, they said they're nonviolent offenders, these are not drug dealers, otherwise, all of the things that are listed, I would say yay, then to give them a chance.
You know what I'm curious of? How do you pick the 22? Because there's probably thousands of nonviolent drug offenders.
I can actually tell you how.
Oh, good. Okay.
There's much more than 22, obviously, that applied. They're very carefully vetted, and the recommendation is made to the president. And there were, I don't know how many were recommended, but I assure you that most of them were thrown out.
Yeah, I mean, this is inevitable. You know, everybody, Jeb Bush, Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, Rick Perry, they have all teamed up with Democratic constituents to pass similar legislation. Everybody is looking for criminal reform. We've got to clean this up. I think everybody, the Koch brothers have put in tons of money into this. So I'm definitely a yay. Something's got to give in our system.
We're all yays. Okay, very good. So the world's oldest person passed away today at 117 years old. The Guinness World Record holder passing away peacefully with her grandson by her side, who was probably like 75 when you do the math, right? To give you some perspective, she was born in 1898. Some call that the 19th century. So, panel, would you want to live past 100? Rick Unger, that's 54 years away for you.
Yeah, that's not really. It's less, I think. It depends on my brain. If my brain is functioning reasonably close to where it is today, which puts me at a deficit to begin with. Why not? As long as I don't feel too bad and I can still reason and communicate.
Okay, Heather, that's 71 years away for you.
I don't care what I look like.
I don't know. I think I feel the same way. But I think the other thing that's hard about that is you lose your family, you lose your friends. You know, if you're the only, if everybody's living that long, then sure, we can all be old and happy and.
Right, Lisa, Green Mile, right? Tom Hanks outlives everybody. That was his curse, and then he was lonely because he didn't know anybody anymore. Right.
So. I mean, Rick mentioned the brain, but also there's the physicality of it. Are you in a wheelchair? Are you bedridden? Are you unable to do anything? And then that makes it kind of tough. I don't know.
Okay. I am a nay 99. Shut it off. Do not resuscitate. Call Kevorkian. Well, it's like his grandson, but you know what I mean. Finally tonight, do you remember Blake Griffin's epic performance, we all do, at the 2011 NBA Slam Dunk Contest? There he is.
It's real.
Yep. He cleared a frigging car and still had enough airtime to dunk a basketball. Well, fast forward 4 years later, when Lloyd Hickinson tried to recreate the magic at a dunk contest in Mexico, and let's just say no bueno.
Professional basketball player Lloyd Hickinson attempted a slam dunk over a convertible.
Ouch. Yep, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Hickinson brushed himself off and tried the stunt again, which he nailed one-handed, by the way. So, yay or nay, should you win the car if you could slam dunk over it, Lisa? You've done this before.
Yes, and if you can, like I can, you should win a car. I could just say nay to that.
You must have so many cars at home.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I agree. If you have that kind of skill, and then I think that you can have a car.
Why do you keep watching this guy destroy his
that's true.
It's not comfortable.
Whoa. It's like on a loop.
My answer is this is today's I really don't care.
Okay.
You always have one, so it may as well be this.
Well, apathy rules the day. Can we show Griffin's dunk again? Because I want to point out something very important. Let's cue up Griffin.
The good one.
The good, well, it's the only one, right? So now, you see how he went over? He went over the hood. That is the trick.
Right.
That is the lower part of the car. Now, guys, show the guy from Mexico again.
It was a convertible.
We're in Mexico.
So he
but look where he goes. he tries to go over that part. If he went over
over
the
the
hood,
hood, it's lower.
he clears it.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing.
I
He
don't
know. It
was set up
practiced.
wrong.
He obviously practiced. They
How do you
obviously
practice
Not
that?
enough.
And well, no, but he did it the next time, so you know he must have practiced. And so he must have thought he was going to outdo Griffin by going over a little bit higher and getting a convertible in there. And then the first time, it just didn't do it.
But
Yeah.
now forever that image
Yes,
is.
I know.
There we go. That's a
Yeah,
perfect
right
view.
over
See,
the hood.
right
They
over
should
the
have just
hood.
had you do it.
And then he's
Yeah.
smart. Then he hangs on it, and then he eventually falls back onto the car again. So I think this is kind of like what we talked about with movies and reality shows. They're running out of ideas. So after Griffin did this, now how do you...
Yeah, there's nothing.
Instead
What
of
else is
winning the
left?
car, maybe you should win the basketball hoop. You could use one.
I could use one. They're very expensive. We
Very
were talking about that. Anyway, panel, great job tonight. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night, everybody. I'm Joe Concha for the Daily Wrap saying you stay classy, San Diego.